Hello and welcome to 5 Minutes for Freedom. The gem I'm going to share with you today is about the brain. Yes, the brain. I call the brain an evidence-seeking organ. And I'll explain why. There are pluses and minuses to that, but what I'm going to share is going to light up your brain, especially if you find yourself in stress and overwhelm. I'm Sandra Allen Lovelace, and I coach women who are ready to be whole, secure, and free. If that's you, then let me tell you about the brain. The brain has an activity that's called apophenia. And that's it functions on the right side of the brain. And what it does is it takes random things, items, but also concepts, ideas, and makes them it makes sense of them. So it can take random things and create a pattern. And that's really helpful. Things that are apparently random and we make sense, such as when we learn to read or to write, or just making sense of the world around us. Those are all important things. The problem comes when the left side of the brain, which is where most of the decision-making and intellectual activity, loses its energy. They're not functioning, left and right side are not functioning in balance because of the stress. It could be an incident or a season, and the body goes into fight or flight, also freeze or fawn, and it's working to shift into survival. And so the apophenia sort of goes into overdrive, trying to make sense of things, and it can connect things that are actually not related and not helpful to see together. Let me explain. So you're having a hard time. You're in the midst of, let's say, a project, and it's starting to fall apart, and you can see places where it's not doing too well. You wake up in the morning, you take a lunch break, and you come back to it, and right away your brain heads into those negative thoughts. There are negative thoughts going on. This is not going well. And the apophenia, because of the stress, the apophenia starts connecting things that are not really connected. And so there's a whole bunch of evidence that comes in that's actually not part of what's going on at all. This is what happens when we talk about feeling like we're going down into a pit of discouragement, getting ready for a pity party because things are coming in that really don't belong there. Some are connected, but not all of them. So you see, when our nervous system is overloaded and going that way, we need to stop. We need to stop, recognize that we're heading in a negative direction, and turn ourselves around to go in a positive direction, to calm down the nervous system, to bring the left side of the brain back online, to help balance out what we think we're seeing versus the actual pattern of how things are connecting. You know, and you get upset at somebody and suddenly they can't do anything right, when really there are things that we're doing that play into that dynamic and are not helpful at all, that we need to work on. So, as I said, I'm Sandra Allen Lovelace. I coach women. If you're finding yourself caught in this kind of a trap and you could use some support, some help to find your way out, please contact me. You can leave a little comment here for more information, or if you'd like to have a clarity call, which happens to be complimentary. You can also reach out to me at sandraallenlovelace@gmail.com. That's my email. And we'll schedule something at a time that's convenient for both of us. But look, we can control our thoughts. It's not as difficult as it might appear. Have a great day.